guys, and welcome back for another video. Today we are going to be talking about zipper tabs, and I'm going to be showing you how to put two different styles of zipper tabs onto your zippers and prepare them for projects. A lot of sewing patterns these days, especially bags and purses, have zipper tabs, so if the instructions aren't quite clear, then hopefully this will clear up any problems you have. So today I'm going to be working with zipper by the yard, and zipper by the yard is basically you just buy it in yards of zipper and just the zipper tape, and then you buy the zipper pull separately and then you cut how much you need. This actually is great because then you can reduce the amount of waste you have. So let's say you want to use this zipper. Well, this zipper has one zipper pull and then of course a zipper tape. If you only need this much zipper, then you end up cutting this off and then that goes into the garbage, which is kind of wasteful. So I really like to get my zipper by the yard. And this is actually from M-Line Bags, but a lot of places carry zipper by the yard nowadays. This is a number 3, and I have a number 3 pull to go along with it. And the number 3 is about the same as one of these standard YKK zippers. So I went ahead a long time ago and I actually made this little contraption here. It's basically just a fork on a piece of wood, but this is my third hand for when I install my zipper pulls. So I'm just going to show you how I install them. I know this has nothing to do with zipper tabs, but I have to do this to prepare my zippers for the tabs, so I figured you would like to see basically how I do it. So I put it with the little zipper dangly thing down. So this is how it looks, hopefully. So that's how it looks. The zipper down. And you can buy contraptions like this online. So there is an actual product that you can buy, and it actually attaches to the corner of a desk, which is great. So I'm just going to take my zipper tape, and just so you know, if I can find the contraption, I'll leave a link in the description box below. Okay, so I'm just going to take my zipper and I'm going to splice it. So it doesn't matter with this type of zipper which end, you just start with one side. You put it upside down so you can't see the zipper teeth, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to try to insert the zipper into each side of the zipper pull, and we're going to try to do it as evenly as possible so that it is the pull goes on nice and even, and then we'll pull that down. It does take a little bit of practice, and you'll know when it is even, because if it's not even, one side will kind of bulge out more. So I think I got that straight on the first try. That doesn't happen very often. Usually it's 2 or 3 tries, but like I said, things get easier as you practice this thing. So I'm just going to do the other one. And as you can see, both ends of my zippers are closed, and then that's in the middle. So it's actually great when you want to work with projects that don't require you to have it open at one end, so things can just stay together. So I'm just going to do the other one quick, and hopefully I can do this on the first try again. You can kind of see how it bulges on the one side, so it's probably off by like 1 tooth. So I'm gonna go ahead and try that again. Still not perfect. I'm just gonna do it off camera. Okay, so we're gonna start with the first style, where it only requires one tab, and that's going to be a closed tab on the end of your zipper, and then the other end is going to be open. For this, I like to use glue, especially if you're going to prepare your zippers well in advance. But if not, you can always sew little tack stitches on, and you'll see what I'm talking about afterwards. So I'm just using one strip, and this is going to be the width of your zipper, and then it's 1.5 inches long. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to do what I like to call a bias fold. So if you ever work with bias tape, bias binding, which is on the side of your quilts, the sides are folded in by 1/4 of an inch, and then it's folded in half again. So that's what bias binding is like, or quilt binding. And then I just press that. So it should be about 1/4 of an inch wide. And looking for the opening. Okay, so knowing that as I open my zipper, this is where it's going to open. This is the end. This is where I'm basically putting a fabric stop. So you're just going to put that on the end, pushing the zipper right into the fold of the fabric. And then you are going to top stitch that, and then that's going to hold that into place. So now I'm going to open up my zipper and work on the end. Now we're not going to put a tab down here. We're going to sort of do an 80 or 90 degree turn on either end. And this is going to help have the zipper kind of veer into the fabric. And I'll just show you quickly what that is like. So that just kind of veers right into it. And it actually helps to make your pouch wider, like the opening is wider when you want to put stuff in it. So I'm going to get 2 clips, and I'm going to get my glue. I just have a tacky glue here. You can use fabric glue, and I'm going to get a little messy here, but that's okay. You can even use your iron to, how do you say, heat set the glue. So we're just going to put some glue here and here. And then you're just going to pivot the zipper teeth and basically line up the edge of your zipper tape with the raw edge of the end of your zipper. And then I like to put a clippy here. That is how it will look. And if you let that dry, then when you go to use it, you don't need to have any clips in the way, and then it'll be easier to sew. If you want to put little tacking stitches in there, you can do that, but I always find it's hard to get into my sewing machine, so I just do it this way. Just prepare my zippers well before I plan to sew them, and then the glue will be dry. Alright. You just sort of miter the corner in a way. And that is how it will look. So this zipper just needs that top stitching, and then it'll be ready to install into your project. Okay, so now we're going to work on our last zipper. I'm going to get 2 clips to help me. And I have 4 pieces. Sometimes patterns call for 2 pieces, and you just use 1 here and 1 here, but sometimes it calls for 2. So you just sandwich those with the end of your zipper. You clip those into place. And then you're going to sew them with a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. And then you're going to flip the fabric over and do another top stitch. I'm going to show you on the sewing machine how I finish these off, but I am going to be showing you with a different set of zippers. So it won't be these exactly, but it'll be the same process. Okay, so you're just going to slip it underneath. I'm going to bring my needle, and then I'm just going to sew, back stitch, like that. Doesn't have to be gorgeous. I think I need to replace my needle It's kind of skipping stitches. I just like to back stitch over that zipper just to make sure it's nice and tight. And if you're using a plastic zipper, then you can totally go over it with your needle. I recommend just using plastic zippers just because metal are just, well, more dangerous for something like this. Okay, so then you kind of flop open those tabs, and then we put it back under. I like to raise up my stitch length, and then we'll do a top stitch right across. And one seam, and that's how it should look. Like that. So I'm just going to show you how I do the top stitch on this tab. So you're just going to make sure that your zipper is right to the fold of that fabric. You're just going to put it underneath your presser foot and then just gonna pull my thread out. It always gets bunched up behind and looks horrible. Alright, so we're just gonna go. Sometimes it's a little hard getting through. Just trying to keep it all straight. And then that's it. Not perfect, but it's okay. You will only see about that much of the tab, so as long as that looks good, then you are good to go. So as you can see, for these, the glue is stuck, so I'm ready to install these zippers. So I hope this cleared up any mysteries of the zipper tabs if you didn't really know what they were all about. And I hope you give it a try, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe and of course like this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!